Welcome everyone tonight to the broadcast of the ARCS Super Late Models from South Boston. Drivers right now out there qualifying. Take a look right now. Blaze Richardson is on the pole with a 14.88. Austin Purnell is second with a 14.91. Dustin Painter with a 14.93. Looks like we have 8 total drivers so far that have turned a qualifying lap. They will let the 10-minute qualifying timer run completely down, and then we will go racing. We got 100 laps tonight. If there are no cautions, they will take a halfway break at lap 50, but if they have several cautions, then there will not be that halfway break at lap 50. So 100 laps tonight here at South Boston. Going to be a good race. First time streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, so hopefully we don't have any issues. Kind of doing a little practice run for Saturday night. As most have heard, ARCS Racing Networks will be the main broadcasting group for the new late model series that our sister league, Grassroots, is running on Saturday nights before the Saturday night showdown with the trucks for ARCS. So it's going to be a really good series using the new late models, so not the super late model, but the what they would classify as the late model stock car. Very, very popular series, and excited to be bringing that action to y'all. So just kind of wanted to test everything out, make sure everything is doing what it should be doing, and uploading both to Twitch and YouTube. So if we have any issues, please let me know. But for right now, like I said, kind of a test broadcast, a light field as we normally see here on Monday nights, but still some really good racing, and I'm excited to call to action tonight for everyone that's watching and all the drivers that may be watching this the next day or in the week sometime. So excited to call the action. A lot of really, really fast lap times and really close together, so should be a really good race. And we will have the action here for you live as soon as they grid up. But for now, they are finishing up qualifying, and we will bring you the green flag here in just a moment. Alright, looks like we are live on YouTube, but I don't see that we're live on Twitch. So right before the race starts, we're actually going to stop this stream real quick. We'll go back live here in just a moment. See if we can get it to be live on stream as well. So just hang with us. We'll be live on YouTube here in just a moment. Alright, we are back here as they are gridding up. Should be live now on Twitch and YouTube. But if for whatever reason we are not, we'll get that fixed before Saturday night. So all the drivers are gridding now. Be 100 laps here at South Boston Speedway with the super late model cars as they roll off the grid. We will get ready for some green flag racing here. The 18 of Blaze Richardson is going to start on pole. The 32 of Austin Purnell second. Dustin Painter in third. Brennan Forsell fourth. James Kerr fifth. Kevin Feemster sixth. Joshua Garrison seventh. Briley Wright in eighth. Nick Fisher in ninth. And Aaron Conover in 10th. I believe Aaron did not grid up. So 9 cars on track here for 100 laps of racing here under the lights at South Boston Speedway. The lights on the pace car are off. They're going to be going green flag racing this time.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go, green flag is out. Lap 1 here at South Boston Speedway. Blaze Richardson out to an early lead behind Austin Purnell. There you see the gap back to second place Austin Purnell, down to just 2/10. Dustin Painter running in third. Brendan Forsell fourth. James Kerr rounds out the top 5 here at South Boston Speedway. Really hard to pass here. Really only the inside line that works. You see 32 of Austin Purnell making a move under the 18 of Blaze Richardson. 18 gets a good run on the outside. Bounces it off the wall just a little bit. The 32 of Austin Purnell trying to make the pass, but just still can't quite make it stick. Needs that run on the outside and just can't quite get it yet. There you see the 32 of Austin Purnell almost cleared. There he does. He clears the 18 of Blaze Richardson. So new leader, 32, Austin Purnell. Austin Purnell already closing in on some lap traffic. That's the 041 of Nicholas Fisher. Had a little bit of a struggle in practice and qualifying. He'll get up out of the way. He goes 1 lap down. Hopefully he can stay out of the way. We can go back here and watch Dustin Painter. He's got the 82 of Brennan Forsell on his back bumper, and James Kerr right behind them. Good little 3-car battle. That is for 3rd place. Between the 65, the 82, and the 75. Kevin Feemster running in 6th behind them, and then Joshua Garrison in 7th. Briley Wright running in 8th right now. There you see the 1 of Kevin Feemster. 199 of Joshua Garrison, who is now being passed by the 51 of Briley Wright. Briley is looking to make that pass. Looks like he may get it right here. Yep, clears the 199 of Joshua Garrison. Puts Briley Wright now in 7th place here at South Boston Speedway. Back to the leader, Austin Purnell now has a almost 8/10 of a second lead over Blaze Richardson. Dustin Painter, let's go and take a look at Dustin Painter. See there, he is trying to close in on Blaze Richardson to get to that 2nd position. A little bit of blink there, may have been on our end from the stream, but Dustin Painter definitely really fast in these cars. He showed that last week with his win, and we know Austin's fast with the first 3 wins of the season. So these two guys are very, very fast in these cars, and they know how to make them do what they need to do. There you see the gap from Dustin Painter in the 65 to the 18 of Blaze Richardson. Blaze doing a really good job staying in 2nd place right now. Got about a 2nd gap from him back up to Austin Purnell in 1st. You see it looks like that 18 just kind of washing up the track. These cars are starting to get tight. For anybody that doesn't know, they kind of changed. Obviously, they added the stock late model, and the setups for these cars actually have been affected by that. So they're really loose on the beginning of a run, and then they get really tight as the run goes on. So coming to lap 21, obviously these cars are starting to get tight. You can see the 18 just washing up the track, and the 65 of Dustin Painter slowly starting to reel him in just a little bit. But you see the 82 of Brennan right on Dustin Painter's back bumper. This looks like the 82 car. He may have a pretty good long run car. Here is, we're closing in on 23 out of 100 already, almost 25% of the way done with this race. Did not take long for these laps to click off, as we'll show you here. Best lap times of the race. Austin Purnell right now with the fastest at a 15.01. Blaze Richardson with a 15.03, and pretty much everyone else in that 15.1 range for lap times. So really, really close lap times. But now it's just about tire fall off to see what these guys have for a long run setup. Looks like we did get everything to go live on Twitch and YouTube, so that's good on our end. Make sure that we keep those settings so that we don't have any issues moving forward. But appreciate everyone tuning in and watching. Again, we will be calling the super late model, well, not super late, they are actually late model stock cars. Our sister series, Grassroots, will be starting a series on Saturday nights. First race is this Saturday, so make sure you tune in, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of drivers racing in that series, so really excited to call that. Short track racing at its best. Those cars are a lot of fun for anyone that hasn't tried them out. Going over to Grassroots, or shoot me a message or Brian Rupert a message, and we'll get you in that series and try and get good car count throughout the entire season. As this race is pretty much played out really well. Nick Fisher now 3 laps down. He's in 9th. Joshua Garrison in 8th. Briley Wright 7th. Kevin Feemster 6th. James Kerr is in 5th. Brennan Forsyll is in 4th. Dustin Painter in 3rd. Blaze Richardson in 2nd, and Austin Purnell, your race leader right now, about 3 seconds ahead of 2nd place right now. So putting on a clinic like he always does, but halfway They will have a race break. They'll come down, get some tires, fill them up with fuel if they need fuel, and see what they can do for the last 50 laps of this race. But right now, really good racing as the 65 of Dustin Painter makes his move around the 18. Does so with ease there. 18 does get a good run, but he's going to push there, and we have a new second place driver, 65 of Dustin Painter. You see Nick Fisher going another lap down as he's in the wall. You see some front end damage on that car. He's definitely struggling right now in that camouflage 041 Team Realtree car tonight. So he's already 3 laps down. Oh, he bounces it off the wall there, and probably the most action we've seen all night. Just watching him bounce it off the wall and come very, very close to hitting other drivers, but still out there racing, so give him credit. Not giving up yet, but he is unfortunately 3 laps down here. We ride along with the number 199 Trackhouse machine of Joshua Garrison. He's running in 8th place right now, 12 seconds back from race leader Austin Purnell, so he is going to be close to going a lap down here. We'll actually go on board with Austin Purnell there and see if we can see Joshua Garrison. There you see Garrison going into 3, and now Austin Purnell going into turn 3. Now they will have a race break at lap 50, so right now Joshua Garrison just hoping he can make it to lap 50 or be the first one 1 lap down. He'll get that lucky dog and be able to get back on the lead lap after the race break at lap 50. But right now, really good racing by everyone. You see that 041 also having some connection issues. He's blinking in and out as he is about to go 4 laps down here. But he may slow up the leader just a little bit to try and help Joshua Garrison stay on the lead lap. It's a pretty big deal. You don't want to go a lap down this early on in the race. But again, he would get the lucky dog if the caution does come out and he is the first car 1 lap down. Go up to 7th place right now. Kevin Feemster. He is 8.3 seconds off the leader right now, running in 7th. And that number 1 Sugarland Shine Chevrolet. Then in 6th place we have Bradley Wright. He's catching Blaze Richardson in the 18. It looks like Blaze Richardson's car really falling off on the long run. He's really fast on the short run, but long run he is struggling for sure, as he's in 5th right now, but has the 51 of Bradley Wright right behind him. Go to the 75 of James Kerr, who is currently in 4th. See, hometown of Snow Camp, North Carolina. He is right behind the 82 of Brennan for Seal. He's in 3rd, 5.5 seconds off your leader. And at this point, it is pretty much the Dustin Painter and the Austin Purnell show. Dustin Painter has closed the gap. He was about 3 seconds behind Austin and now closed it to 2 seconds. So he has done a really good job there of trying to close that gap to the 32. Oh, you see, that's why. The 32 in traffic just got around the 041 of Nick Fisher to put him 4 laps down. And now riding behind Joshua Garrison. That's why Dustin Painter is catching him as quickly as he is, but this should be
caution.
Halfway break, and there it is.
Talk to me, good footing up.
Halfway break. Lap 51 of 100. We're gonna go in here and turn our spotter off because I don't need y'all hearing that. So apologize for that. So everybody will come down pit road now. Get them some tires, get them some fuel if they need it, and they'll come back out, and we'll do it all again. So halfway there. Well, actually a few laps past halfway, but alright, well we're going to take a quick break here, our own. We'll bring you the green flag here in just a moment, so stay tuned. We will have the last half of this race here from South Boston. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back racing here at South Boston. Looks like James Kerr in the 75 may have just taken 2 tires. He's out front right now with Austin Purnell in second. Dustin Painter dropped all the way back to 5th. Must have had a slow stop or maybe filled that thing up with fuel. Just driver information out of the way. As you see, 75 of James Kerr still in the race lead. Austin Purnell right behind him in second. Brennan Purcell in third. Dustin Painter now in fourth. With Riley Wright in fifth. Nick Fisher did get 1 lap back. Only 3 laps down now. After this race tonight, we will have a word with the top 3 finishers here at South Boston Speedway. So as soon as that checkered flag flies, stick around. We'll have interviews from your top 3 finishers, which right now would be James Kerr, Austin Purnell, and Brennan Forsyth. Looks like a little bit of a blink from Austin there, but he's good now. 40 laps to go here in this race tonight at South Boston Speedway. A lot of really good racing out there. No cautions so far, other than the 1 scheduled halftime break, more or less. See now the 32 of Austin Purnell starting to show his strength, especially with those 4 fresh tires. James Kerr, there's really nothing for him to do in that Ford Mustang, Shelby Mustang. So unfortunately, 2 tires, definitely not the move to win the race, but could get Kerr a podium finish if he can keep it up there in second. But he's already losing time to Austin and Brennan Forsyth and Dustin Painter, both closing pretty fast on that 75 car of James Kerr. Now the 75 of James Kerr holding up Brennan Forseal and Dustin Painter. They got to get around him as quickly as they can, because the longer that they stay behind him, the further Austin Purnell is going to pull away from them. Got to have a little bit of urgency here, trying to get around the 75 of James Kerr in that black acid Ford Mustang. Bradley Wright also in 5th right now. He's running right behind the 65 of Dustin Painter. But really nothing any of these guys can do. There you see Nick Fisher blinking, and he pops back into frame, and he'll go a 4th lap down there in that 041 camo machine. Coming to 30 to go here in this race. 82 of Brennan Forseal. Not sure if he took 2 or 4 on that last pit stop. But unfortunately with this track, it's just really, really hard to pass without either just moving a guy out of the way or them really pushing it too hard and pushing up the track. And even then, they still get a really good run on the outside. So really, really difficult to pass here. The 82 is going to stick his nose under the 75 of James Kerr. But still just not enough momentum to make the pass yet. Meanwhile, Austin Purnell is walking away, now up to almost a 2-second lead. As Brennan Forseal now up under James Kerr. Dustin Painter going to follow him, and then Bradley Wright right behind them as well. Closing in on 25 to go here at South Boston. 75 of James Kerr running really hard right now, but that is going to probably do it. Yep, the 82 almost clears the 75, should clear him right here. And the 65 is going to clear him as well. It's going to put the 82 of Brennan Forseal in 2nd, the 65 of Dustin Painter in 3rd, and Bradley Wright now in 4th, battling for that 4th position with James Kerr. He's going to get clear of James Kerr. So 2-tire decision may have not been the best call for James Kerr, but he's got a good 2.5 seconds behind 6th place Blaze Richardson. So Kerr in a pretty good spot right here to lock up 5th unless something terrible happens. Bradley Wright running in 4th. Just not quite enough speed to stay with the 65 and the 82, but now the 65 all over the 82. Trying to look inside there. He's going to look to the inside right here. Almost make that pass, but not quite. Coming into turn 1. Still on the inside of the 82 of Brennan Forseal. Oh, he's gonna door him a little bit, make a little bit of contact. 82 into the outside wall. I'm sure Dustin did not mean to do that, but the 82 now struggling. Now let the 51 of Bradley Wright by him as well. 75 of James Kerr looked to the inside, but just could not make it stick with those old tires. Now you have Dustin Painter 3 seconds back from Austin Purnell. It'll be really hard to catch Austin. We know he's very, very fast. '82 of Brennan Forseal is on Bradley Wright's bumper. Got 18 to go here at South Boston. 17 to go now, sorry. Laps clicking off really, really quick. Nick Fisher now 5 laps down. Still going to get a top 10 out of this. Not a bad night for the 041 car. And you see on the gap on the ticker, the 65 Dustin Painter just stuck right there around that 3 second mark. Now actually losing some time. Looked like maybe Nick Fisher may have caused Dustin to slow up just a little bit, and he lost a few. So now down to 3.2 seconds back from Austin Purnell. But we still could have a caution here in the last 15, 14 to go here. Could have a caution and bring all these guys back together, so we'll see what happens here in the last 14 laps. Riley hanging on to that third place finish right now. But he has the 82 of Brennan Forseal right on his back bumper, and the 82 gets in really, really hot. In fact, the 51 may have touched the wall just a little bit. Yeah, 82 is sending it in pretty hard right now, trying to get around the 51 of Briley Wright. Sideways almost in corner entry. And then on exit, the 51 just gets a good run and just pulls away. 82 using all of the racetrack down there on the apron. Just not enough, unfortunately. The 51 still just in a good spot. Hard to pass here, like I said, without punching somebody out of the way or them making a huge mistake. As the 32 of Austin Purnell, now with 9 to go, 3.1 seconds ahead of second place Dustin Painter in that 65 machine. Best battle on the track right now is definitely this 51 and 82. They are battling really, really hard. Oh, the 51 way up high. 75 of James Kerr now right there with them. Just real quick, there's the 18 of Blaze Richardson in 6th place. Kevin Feemster in 7th place. And then Joshua Garrison in 8th place. So Austin Purnell about to lap Joshua Garrison, coming to 6 to go. Looks like Nick Fisher has come down pit road and called it a night, as the main battle right now is this 51, 82, 75. All battling really, really hard right now for that last podium position. Dustin Painter has closed the gap to 2.8 seconds. Definitely closing on Austin, but again, Austin with a 3-second lead and only 3 laps left. No reason to really push all that hard, as that car has been solid all night long and all season long, really. Already won 3 of the 4 races, and looking like he may make it 4 out of 5 here tonight at South Boston. Only 2 laps remaining. Looks like Riley's really making that outside work, getting a good run off the corner. Oh, we got one around, but it is the final lap. Nick Fisher was around in the middle of the corner, looked like there, but hopefully he got towed and got out of the way. No, he's still sitting there, so not sure what's going on there, but the 32 of Austin Purnell will cross the start-finish line and get the checkered flag. Austin Purnell is your race winner. Dustin Painter will come home in 2nd. Like the 51 of Briley Wright does get 3rd. Brennan Forseal will come home in 4th. James Kerr will get a top 5. Blaze Richardson in 6th. Kevin Feemster in 7th. And Joshua Garrison in 8th. Nick Fisher comes home in 9th. And in 10th, Aaron Conover, who did not start, will come home in P10. So good race. No cautions other than the one scheduled race break. So there you see Austin doing his celebratory victory burnouts as he takes home another victory tonight here at South Boston, with the fireworks going off in the background. Awesome scene here tonight. Good job to Austin and all the drivers. Again, we will be live this Saturday for late model stock car They're at Five Flags Speedway. So we will go live this Saturday, both YouTube and Twitch. So look forward to seeing everyone there. Everybody stay tuned. We'll have a quick word with the top 3 here in just a moment. Stay tuned, and we will have your top 3 podium finishers here and talk to them, see how their race went, see how everything felt. We will be right back. Back here with our top 3 finishers. We'll start with our third place car, Briley Wright, in that number 51 machine. Briley, tell us about your race. You had a really good battle with the 82. We watched that for 20 plus laps. Y'all looked like y'all were having a lot of fun, but how'd your race go? And tell us about your P3.
I kind of went about the way that I expected to do. I knew the cars were going to start to get pretty tight, so I messed with the steering ratio a little bit in practice and kind of got it to where I knew that the car wasn't going to come in quick, but I'd at least have a car towards the end, and that just kind of helped work out there. I didn't have enough speed for Dustin and for Austin, but maybe we'll get them next time. But it worked out a little bit better for me than all the other races I have. I ended up falling off tight, couldn't get it to turn, and luckily didn't have that problem tonight, and that's how I ended up getting a P3.
Well, good race to you and good finish, and we'll see you next week.
Alrighty, see you, bud.
See you, man. Dustin Painter in that number 65. You finished second. You were definitely closing on Austin there at the end, but tell us about your race and how the car was handled. It definitely looked like those things were getting a little tight on long run, but just tell us about your race and your P2 finish.
Yeah, car was super tight. I don't know what's happened over the last few weeks with the iRacing setups. I was telling them before I came in here. Feels like the car's just gotten almost like what the late model used to actually feel like. I haven't actually ran the new late model, but it almost feels like they put the late model setups in these things. They've just gotten really overly tight. It used to be you babied the car off the corners because you just kept burning right rear. But overall, good race. Hate I got into Brennan racing for him for second. Made contact, and it was like we hooked right there, and it almost jerked the wheel out of my hand, and he ran up the track right there. I would have not rather passed him without even touching him. But a good win to Austin. We need to get some more guys in here. If he keeps winning, I'm about ready to put a bounty on him, a good old short track bounty. When that's the case, is pretty much you put some money up. You can't wreck the guy, he can't get wrecked, and if you beat him, you win some money. If he beats you, he gets the money. So I do that in the next few weeks if he gets winning.
Yeah, we need something. He's got what, 4 out of 5 now. Dude's
yeah, that's what it looks
fast.
like.
Yeah. Well, good race to you, buddy, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks.
Austin Purnell, number 32, another victory. Nothing new for you here on Monday nights, but tell us about your race. You obviously had a fast car. The only time I really saw you struggle is when you got kind of caught up in some lap traffic, but other than that, man, you're fast all night. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it went really good. The car got really tight though in the long run. I actually got in the wall a couple times coming off too, so it got a lot tighter than I was expecting it to. I've raced here in previous times, but I don't remember it ever getting that tight. But they just had an update on iRacing, so they probably changed the setup or whatnot. But yeah, we'll take it. We won, But Dustin and Kerr and them, they kept me honest. It was fun racing Blaze and James there um, towards the beginning and at the halfway break. I guess we'll try to make it number 5 next week.
Yeah, like Dustin said, we're gonna have to find somebody that can compete with you. You just it's just too easy for you. But yeah, it was a good race. It looked like Blaze had a really fast car early on, just didn't have the long run speed that you and Dustin and Briley and some of the other guys had. And then Kerr, it looked like from what I could tell, gambled and took 2 tires and just didn't quite pay out for him. So good win to you, buddy, and we'll see you again next week, and you can try and make it 5 or 6.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, see you, man. All right, well, that will do it for us here tonight from South Boston Speedway. Top 3 again: Austin Purnell, Dustin Painter, Briley Wright, with 10 drivers total. Nick Fisher only finished like 15 laps down. Pretty proud of him. But overall, good race. Only 1 caution for the stage break. And again, we will be live this Saturday night for Grassroots, new late model series. So make sure you tune in and watch. There's going to be I think there's going to be a really good turnout for that, and a lot of cars, a lot of drivers. That'll be at 5 Flags this Saturday. So make sure you tune in, come and watch. We'll have some fun. We'll drink some beers and we'll watch some racing together. So appreciate everybody tuning in and watching.